Wow, that's what happens when you use the wrong button to start up. I started by selecting the starting credits instead of hitting my switch on the Stream Deck. So, bits of black. Sorry about that. Oh, actually I'm going to turn that down just a little bit. Maybe that much. Okay, a little bit of light there, yeah, without putting that dot back in my forehead. And then I have to go do one thing and see if it's picked up or not. Okay, you may or may not hear the fan running in the background there, but it is stupidly hot here. So, I'm going to run my pre-roll ads in the hopes that it will prevent people from, well, I'm going to run ads in the hopes it'll prevent people getting pre-roll ads. So, here. Now, if you're subbed, you won't see the ads anyway, and if you aren't subbed, then why aren't you subbed? No, I'm just kidding. Okay. I am on Chelsea Dagger, my Infiltrator. I have dusted her off. Something strange happened where 2 of her styles got removed. Actually, 3 of her styles got removed from the start bar, and I have no idea what happened there. And we appear to have struck Hibbs on the frontier, so I'm going to teleport out to Bennewick and try and remember that I'm an alb, not a mid, because I've been midding a lot recently. I see 46 seconds there. I'll port out now. Using the teleport button. There, much better. Now, I have... That is one big ogre. Now, I know there's nobody there at the moment, but if you can hear this and you can hear my voice okay over top of the music, let me know, because I went and put a new compressor in there with some side chaining that I hope is going to solve the issue of, oh, the music is too loud and we can't hear your voice. It sounded good to me when I recorded it. We'll see if it still is. Okay, now, stealth. That whole stealth thing. Man, I'm completely out of practice playing her. Hello, Illuminati. How you doing, man? Glad to hear it. I've been doing all sorts of stuff with my audio, and I have like 7 different VSTs on my audio to shape it and help with the sibilance and everything else like that. And then I decided I had to add in some extra voices just to be able to have fun on stream. So I got 2 voices I added in, and that meant everything sounded a little odd. So I added another well, it's not a VST, it's an OBS compressor in there, just to put side chaining on against the music in the background there. So thank you. How you doing tonight, man? My Infiltrator hasn't been played in so long she had dust. So I expect to have all the wrong reactions to start. Oh, okay, well, let this serve as an example of how not to play an Infiltrator. I have way too many characters I'm playing. Glad to hear you're doing well. I guess I should watch what I'm... Ooh, I should very much watch what I'm doing here. See? Idiot. Ah, so that's keyed to there. I've got... Thank you, Sidewalk. And hello. Yes. Yes. This is honestly one of my favorite classes. I never expected to like Infiltrator, and she's friggin' awesome, to be honest. Yes. Yes, yes. That's why I backed off the bridge there. Because, you know, I might want those. More coffee's indicated. Coffee without whiskey. The whiskey will come later. Did I recall hearing that you just got to some stupidly high realm rank, Illuminati? I mean, I knew you were high rank anyway. Hello! Hello, PNA Plays Witch. Yes, I've been screwing with my audio. So...
now I can do this.
Amongst other things. Realm rank 10. Wow. Then you retire and roll a nightshade? Oh, Shadowblade template. I mean, how hard can that be to come up with, right? 150 plat later. Actually, that's on my list. I have hardly any money here because I sent it all over to Midgard so I could equip characters there. Eventually, I'll ship it all back, and then I'll have no money anywhere else. But at some point, I'm going to try and work out a template for the Shadowblade, and that should be a frightening proposition. Oh, no, 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 no. Just go play something else. Some other character you haven't played. Nobody here. I didn't even look at the task zone, mind you. Who knows where it is. We are looking at Oh Joyous Aelin Vannon. For 25 minutes. Might as well go to Aelin Vannon then. Give me a ticket, lady. Straight down to Lead will take me right past it, right? Where did you stick that ticket? There it is. Boom. I'm still way, way down there in the ranks of things here. I'm a grand total of 5L3, so there's lots of room for improvement here. That's really weird. I have a place I normally sit. Maybe the camera got turned. Camera got turned. Camera does not have a fixed location. It doesn't attach to my monitor or anything. I hope I haven't missed the talk. I have not. Good. So I'm still at the point where doing the tasks and everything has a tangible benefit. Of course, my biggest problem is the fact that I log in so late that almost everybody is off the server by that point. Hey, PNA, how hot is it down where you are? I'll tell you, it's, well, I have a low tolerance for heat, so if I went to California, I would just keel over dead. But it's hot up here, or it feels like it anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I figured the Fahrenheit part, otherwise, you know, you're close to water boiling outside. I don't remember what 82 works out to in Celsius, though. Probably in the 30s. Low 30s. I don't know. Ugly as hell. I guess I could map, couldn't I? That's where I am. So I want to go over this one. Yeah, of all the classes I ended up trying doing this, 26 points. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're up there too. Not that high. It was actually no. It was 26 today that was supposed to go to 28. Of all the classes that I never expected I would like, Infiltrator is definitely one of them. A lot of the rest I figured, yeah, I'll like it or not. Oh, Champion too. Didn't think I'd ever like Champion. Champion is a fantastic class. That's what you got to do, Illuminati. You got to go play a Vizzy. Come on, where is death? Somewhere out there, right? No? Not that time? I mean, from what I understand, just changing it back. There we go. Wow, getting my butt kicked here. And yes, I could have vanished out of that, but I don't care. I got my points for being here. I'll go back and find something better to fight. Popix. For who Popix is. That was terrible. What am I doing? No, no, no. We're not going back there. That's what I'm looking for. Been too used to Midgard now, where the recharger's on the other side. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Can we? No. 21 seconds. Okay. Many poisons. Okay. Oh, all the crap's changed too, right? From who? Oh, that guy. Gloves for free. Style changes. Uhtred's Gloves of Doom. Free. And what do I do with those? Equip those instead. Oh, well. Let me guess. We can't hide these anywhere. They're going to disappear when they're done with the tests, eh? Because I could run around stark naked wearing these gloves. Which would be funny as hell. Yeah, I would hope so too. Effective armor 112. Better than what I have. They disappear. Okay. I figured, but... Right. Okay. Well, no. Effective armor 112. Oh, that's just for the gloves. I see. So, do I have to actually put these on then? Swap them with my existing gloves. Put my existing gloves somewhere really frickin' special so I don't lose track of them. Way down there. Okay. So everything she is capped then, eh? Cool. I forgot about that. Now, Does that mean that my styles are now going to perform differently, or that they already were? Like, already do perform differently? That would probably maybe explain why the center 3 styles here were gone from my bar. I had to go... Okay. I had to go figure out what should go there, and hopefully I got it right. I've got a photo somewhere on my phone or something like that, but geez. Okay, off to obscurity. No, I'd forgotten all about it. Unfortunately, I've had sort of a... Well, I won't go into any details, but some stuff has happened in my extended family here that's kept everybody very distracted, and I've had to go do a pile of stuff with that, so I haven't had any time to even sit down and read on what they're changing. But it should mean that every person I'm fighting out here is capped now too, eh? That's not very good. I mean, one of my best sources of advancement is to be better equipped than other people, because I'm normally not. Okay, that nice and busy. This, there we go. Oh, right, okay, sure, yeah, melee types. Poison Bean. Hello, Poison Bean. Come on. Somebody playing with you already? They are. Oh, 2 of you are picking on a Celt? Oh, that was nice of them. Yeah, okay. Yeah, except I don't think I killed him. Oh no, I did. Okay. Okay, good. I mean, the guy sat there at the end and just went, yeah, tap. But that's okay, I finished the fight. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, wait on those. Free poison. Of course, I haven't worked all this out entirely. I've been playing on Midgard and I've got all sort of very Norse music. I need to have like Albion themed music for Albion and Celtic themed music for Hibernia whenever I go back there, and leave the Norse for the Norse. But for now, you get, who are we getting here? Danheim. Heljafur, or something like that. Can't really read it. Now we can do these. and an ablative, and go right back out there. Maybe we can meet Buddy again, this time without somebody else being there. Not closed, teleport. Thank you. Even with the juice harp here, it sounds a little more, I don't know, sort of Norse Ozark. I haven't found a good source of music for sort of Albion themed heavy metalish folk music. I'm sure it exists, just haven't found it yet. Oh no, it's a necro! Oh right, I'm an alb, not a mid. Oh. Looks like we just took down Kremen. I'd celebrate, but I don't really care. Except I could go over there, I guess, and there would be Hib. Sure. Let's go to Kremen. So, Grauchen. Well, there is Dun Kremen. There. You're still there, Illuminati. If you're gonna stop playing DAOC, what are you gonna go play? You're gonna stop streaming too, or are you gonna switch games? Play Valheim or something, I don't know. Guess I don't need any of that if I'm capped out, do I? Wasn't even thinking about it. Oh no, I will need some of them. What am I thinking? Not very well, evidently. I've gotten too used to playing the Thane and things like that over on the mid side, and there's this sort of terrible period of adjustment where you try and figure out what the hell is going on. And I feel that way every time, unless I... Actually, every time I switch characters, there's this weird... disjunct. I think we have all of these, right? Yeah. All the way down. Yep. Yep. Oh, I can well believe it. See, I suppose an advantage for me is I have 9 level 50s now. And I'm not playing them all, but I'm skipping between 2 or 3 of them at any one point. And I'm not good at any of them. I'm perhaps acceptable at some of them, but I'm not good at them. And I'm not so completely comfortable with everything that I know exactly what's going on, and I'm not even having to think about what key I'm hitting. I'm just looking at the situation. I'm not that polished. For somebody who is, it must be terrible, right? To have sorry, moving my mic. To have all the styles down pat, know exactly what you're doing, and then you make a change. And, you know, I'm sure that destroys everything. I could easily imagine that. We want to be going southish, don't we? Not the way we were going. Southish. Oh, I'm sure. Wow, I might as well just be driving blindfolded here. I wanted to go further west that way by quite a bit. Oh well. Yeah, if I was really smart, I'd pick one class and I'd just play that, you know. A couple of years playing Chelsea here and I'd know what I'm doing. And I wouldn't constantly be unlearning it by playing somebody else. But I have a terrible time and cannot do that. I'm probably doomed to be mediocre forever. But we'll see. That should still be under siege by somebody. Now, I admit, I keep thinking, oh, this is the perfect class. I love this class. I got to play nothing but this. And then the next class comes along. So it is possible that I will find the perfect class. Why, those look distinctly like mid. And those are Alb. Mr. Frost Elf, would you stand there long enough for me to hit you? Maybe? No, don't keep moving. I know the battle's moving, but stay there. I don't really care who I attack, and I don't care if I die. I'd just like to have a chance of success. What am I doing wrong? Well, I can do that. Or that can happen. Yeah, we have Hibbs hitting the mids from the side and the Albs. Oh, it's a hip keep still. Ah. Interesting situation to be in. Do love stealth. No, that's fun. That's fun. It's one of the things I do like about stealth is that I can, to some degree, pick and choose when I'm going to fight. That would all be Hibs. The keep is still Hib. So I'm going to assume that the siege part is done. And us Elbs have been driven off. Which is fine, but annoying if you want to get into the middle of a fight somehow. And that's kind of what I was hoping for. Actually, what I was hoping for was Chaos and a caster in the back there, and I would just take them out and be done. But not so much. Like watching ants. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it is, you know, Hib territory. And I'm not following our battle group or anything like that, so... I just hesitate to go in the doors. Although I can make it past the Guardians. Hard to say. Oh, what the hell? Oh, hey. Realm point. Wonder if I can sneak in past those Guardians or not. I don't care if I get killed, so there's that. Oh, mushrooms. Fear the mushroom. That's funny, there's Rhyme. I'm pretty sure I saw somebody named Reason earlier. This would be, of course, why you don't leave your front door open, right? Although I've never actually gone up to the tower captain. Maybe they can see straight through stealth. I don't know. They can. Sometimes. Yeah? Okay, once you get past him, you're okay, eh? I presume the Hibs are hitting Crimin Watchtower there, since it's now on fire. And nobody's coming to play here. Does that door eventually repair itself? Or does somebody have to come and repair it? Oh, it's doing it again. My music thing is not updating. It's not a very good system when it doesn't update. If you hear what sounds like an alarm in the background, that's, I think, somebody's fire alarm in the building across the street. It's not part of the music. Don't blame Danheim for having a noise in the background. Okay. So we now have the mids out here as well. I don't sense so much strategy as anything else on Albion's part as sort of randomly let's go take things and then I want to know who's there. Demigod. And a whack load of hits. Where's the climbing point here? There we are. Not quite. There we are. Okay, well that's good. Although, not a lot of health on my part. Or buffs. That was timely. Right, okay. I'll just sit for a second. Right. So it's not really an organized thing so much as it is just a bunch of people zerg out, take a pile of places, because that gives you claws and whatnot, and then you're done. Hey, Dino was worth some points too. Cool. Yeah, like one more decent fight and I'll roll over to 5L4. Ooh. And we need to repoison. Okay, update that. That's still shown as being on fire. I presume it stays that way until somebody fixes the door. Oh, it's up. Sorry. That's why. 14 alps, 13 mids, 16 hips for stealthers. 90 alps, 62 mids, 83 hips for just on the frontier. Not that atypical, I would think. Oh, don't run away. Rats. I like the invisible pet. That's kind of funky. I didn't know there were stealther pets. Milquiades. No, they ran away. Damn. Okay. That's cool. What you doing? I'm confused. We've struck Albs. The catapult. Oh, the catapult. Ah, gotcha. Okay. I thought they must be trying to do damage, but I'm not seeing any zotting happening. So... Gonna head over towards Krochen. So you can hear me okay over this music, right? Not drowned out. My voice, that is, isn't drowned out. Good, good. I did a lot of monkeying around. And I always hesitate to do a lot of monkeying around because, you know, you get everything set the way you want it to work. You should leave it that way. But it never seems to stay that way. Something comes along somewhere and changes things. So I had a lot of fun tweaking my alternative voices there. But I'm gonna have to do a whole pile more, I think, just to get it all down pat. Hey, I'm 5L4. Go me. Silly to applaud myself. Although, oh, that gives me 4 points. I thought maybe I had a 5th point. I could get something important. Not so much. Actually, the important thing shortly is going to be more coffee. My life's blood. Oh, just type bot. Look, albs. Many albs. No, don't split up. Go the same way. Hopefully towards the hip. The hell have you got as a pet? Oh, look. A mini dragon. Or is that just literally a pet? Probably. I'm not sure I get the point of little pets that follow you around but serve no other function. Yeah, they are. I'll get on the other side of the river. That's an interesting thing to do. Didn't even know you could climb there. Don't really want to buff in the middle of the fight. Want to get out of it, buff, come back in again. Oh, look. Mids. Just what were required. Okay, so I guess I am going to have to buff in full sight somewhere here. This is unfortunately a really good way to get killed without getting a chance to fight anything. Oh, I know. I wanted to run further away from where everybody had been, because there'd just been a lurry or two running down here. And then I saw the mids coming up here, and, you know, mids and hibs and no albs. Oh my. So I thought I would wait. Yeah. We seem to have been wiped collectively here. Very. Wow. Well, I'm sorry, this one... Oh, Lieutenant Noob Cakes. Turn the world red RP. I am kind of surprised that all the dead are just staying here and not releasing and coming back and all that. Enzir. Enzir, you are going the wrong way. You have no pet. And there is many non-albs up there. Now I'll find 5 Power Rangers just beyond this art, right? Amazingly not. Saw somebody over there. But I could read the name, I think. So, they must be one of us. Get on that angle. Not quite. Nobody here. There is task. Hey, refine. I don't know if I want to run all the way down there. Oh, I didn't update that. Now it is a funny disconcerting thing to see the names of people that have been killing you recently. But of course they're your realm now. Dead mushroom. So the Hibs are taking that back. Ooh, look at that. Well, there's nothing like a fair fight. Respect the one-on-one, thank you. I'm being snide. I've been helped many times by other people. The hell's this stupid rock? Got any gold left? Oh yeah, we do. Amazing, simply amazing. Can't type. Eh. Oh well. I'm still one more fight than I've lost. So I guess there's that. Okay, re-poison. Wizard, right. Were you playing tonight there, PNA? I know you said you've been playing a little less than before. Good. Midgard, one assumes. One to two times a week. Okay, that's not excessive or anything like that. I mean, unless it's, you know, 16 hours a shot. Then it might be. Savage life. Ah. No, it's no fun. The mids that were there ran away. Oh no, here we go. That's not gonna go well, is it? Didn't last it there. No. Wow. Wow. Oh, there was more than one. I don't need to feel as bad. But geez. Yeah. I know. Don't touch my healer. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. I shouldn't feel too bad about getting killed by a Kobold SM. That used to be like the be-all and end-all of existence for me. It's a friggin' rock. Don't they understand when they're laying these things out that I am easily confused and I hop realms way too much? I mean, really. Might have to locate that particular tune, which is not the one that's showing up there, and delete it, because that's kind of annoying. Me, 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 me. Yeah. There, I don't mind it. A little bit more bassy, but... Oh. There is no caffeine. Just a second, I'm gonna fix that. Okay, sorry, too long a break there. Is anybody still here? Oh, a few people are. Thank you for sticking around. Or showing up, as the case may be. I have coffee again. This is a good thing. Did not sleep worth crap last night. So, more caffeine is a great thing. Not even just a good thing, a great thing. And then, you know, scotch. Not closed, teleport. And we did repoison. I think. Which means I have to do it again. Run out of trader enervating really short. Well, don't go acting logical there. Yes, I could have done that, couldn't I? Personally, I wish they'd color code them or something. For people with no memory like me. Ah, Norseman, who is that? Orpheus. I do not know you. But I also don't automatically know what class. But I suspect that's probably a melee type that I'm not going to do well against. Ground shield, though, is a small shield, isn't it? Yeah, that's what I was figuring. No? Okay. Ah. Or a warrior, yep. Oh well, that was fun. Thank you for the hug. Enjoy the poison. Didn't quite work. That's down to me not being very good at my styles. Absolutely down to that, I'm sure. Where is the fucking rock? There it is. Wrong one. Wrong way. Yeesh. 7 seconds. That one's okay. 30 seconds. That one's okay. 25 seconds. Coffee time. Make sure my wife hasn't been trying to text me. Nope. Good. You don't suddenly have to uproot and go pick her up or something. I'm confused. Oh, there's more of you out there. My subscriber goal still shows 12 of 60. That's fine. I manually went and updated that to make sure it was accurate. 12 of 60. 315 of 400. The 400 is just a number I picked. But the little Twitch stats window that OBS gives me says I've got 13 subscribers, and I'm worried that I missed somebody hitting that button. So I'm just going to check the browser here. Yeah, last subscription was for Cora 10 days ago. So I am confused where this other one came from. I mean, this is cool, no problem. But I don't understand what happened there. Why it would go down to 12 and then up to 13. Doesn't matter. Okay, we are all buffed. Redo those. So yeah, from that last fight with Orpheus, by the complete lack of instant thoughts, I'll go with Warrior rather than Thane. I only have PA. I don't have anything above that. So if I come in from the front, I am visible sooner, and people can screw it up better, I figure. And I can only get the PA off. I don't have the follow-up for Creeping Death or whatever it's called. Creeping Death and Stunning Stab, right? Whereas if I do Backstab 2, I have a bleed and follow-up with thigh cut that I can use. Going around back makes me more visible? How so? Yes. Okay, I'm going to back off so I can read what you've said there, so I make sure I understand it. Backstab gives them stun immunity, and I believe your high DW is for the evade stun. And that's entirely possible. When they wipe out my styles on me, that is like getting kicked in the crotch, because I don't remember what everything is, because I haven't played this character in, 2 months. That's a side. Mind you, they may have changed things on us, right? I mean, the main attack I'm using is the 50 here. Dual Shadows. Which is in front of target. Medium endurance, high damage. Medium bonus. Defense medium penalty, which is kind of weird. And a bleed. And I remember that. And what I have set as the alternate here is Bear Tooth followed up by Lunge. But that may not be what I was using. But they may have changed it now, too. Now, it could be that it was Reflection and Hypnotic Darkness that I should have there. And it probably is. Reflection is nothing special, medium damage. Hypnotic Darkness is an 8-second stun. So I'll replace those. That. And hope that I recognize when I evade and can land Hypnotic Darkness after Reflection. Yeah. Which is kind of a shame because I don't like any of the alb styles for any of the weapons that Chelsea could use, except dual wield. But then that's probably why all that crap got taken out when I logged in. And I'm going to expect the same thing for any styles that I had on my other characters too, right? That if the style's been changed, they took it off your bar so that you know to go put it back again, which just doesn't work very well. Oh look, somebody came along and killed Orpheus. Or he died of boredom. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, I don't know. Is it just for a week that they're doing this? Great. Too fast. The style changes, is it just for a week or is it more? Okay. It's funny because they've added all sorts of improvements to quality of life on this game. And I don't know how many other changes they've made. I'm sure they've made a few and I'm just not cognizant of them at all. But I was reading people saying, oh, Phoenix is changing into something that's not like DAOC at all. It's completely different. They're screwing with everything. And fair enough, they are screwing with things. It's not the same as Live, but then Live is screwed with everything for ages too and made massive changes. So, I mean, you can't really say this is DAOC and that there is not, because it's always been a moving target, right? Nerf this, add to that, add new whole new class that's overpowered, let it run for 6 months, nerf the crap out of it. That's it. Always subject to change. But then, you're a living example of the American dream. You've just started a company after finishing courses and probably getting a lot of debt. Which is all really cool. I'm not putting it down. I do not have a business. Yeah. The biggest problem with that debt, aside from its existence, given that there's places in the world where university education is free, and I'd love to live in one of those places, or would love to have when I was going to university. The big problem with that debt is that you really have to be taking something that is going to make money for you when you're done. And that's fine and dandy, but it does mean that people are going to avoid studying things that just give them the debt and no recourse to get rid of it. Yep, sure. I understand that. And the thing is, if you run a place as your own, you could always eventually move to somebody else's company and work for them doing the same thing as a partner or a member or employee, whatever the status is. On the basis of, well, hey, I know how to do it. I did it for 6 years, you know, or whatever. Yeah. See, that's the thing, though. You went into mental health. You can get work out of that. You can make money. You can pay the debt off. You can get ahead. You can establish your own business. That's all cool. Somebody goes to university and studies something with less employment potential, and they've got the debt with less employment potential. And that means it's sort of a restriction on, self-selecting restriction on what gets studied. So we'll end up with, you know, less historians because harder to pay it off. Less fine arts majors unless they're really talented or have really high expectations of making money doing that, which is probably not reasonable. Perhaps less people taking music and things like that, because you want to go and earn 4 or 5 years worth of massive debt only to not have a way to pay it off again. I'm lucky that when I went to university, well, I never finished my degree, but when I went to university and got out after third year and decided I'm going to go get a job and pay off what I owe before I go back, which I didn't do, I did pay it off. It wasn't anywhere near as onerous as the debts that people have now. Nowhere near. Laughable by comparison, perhaps, but it seemed like a hell of a lot to me. And that was one thing the military let me do, was pay all that off. Javelin Mountains. What the hell? Yeah, I didn't have a repayment program. I just had a loan through the bank, which I had to pay back, which is fine. One advantage of the military was it paid for my accommodation and everything else pretty effectively. And the Canadian Armed Forces in Canada actually paid pretty well at the time. That. So by the time I made my corporals 4 years in or whatever, I was making the same wages that a captain would make as an officer. And the before I got married anyway, I could save buckets of money basically. I'm living really cheap, so I think my rent and accommodation and food was $178 a month. Now that was mid-80s, mind you. It's a while ago. Okay. I'm going to have to look up those style changes, though, and really figure out who it's going to affect. And then try and remember each of my characters and what they had. Because, like, the champion, I'm not going to remember what the hell he had. But I guess it doesn't really matter. You're going to look at the styles and say, what's the most effective combination to use now? And ignore everything else. I would have figured you would have been out there, PNA, studying all the Savage stuff to figure out what's different right now and have an intimate understanding of it. Not so much? Okay. It's funny that I can play on a visible class like my Thane and run around and see the flag and it's fine. I'm just waiting for an enemy to show up. If they do, great. But when I'm playing a stealther and I have to unstealth, it just feels so friggin' wrong and dangerous. Okay. And thus the change that was giving you a headache. He'll adapt. I'm sure. Man, I don't know what the temperature is now, but not going to be an easy thing to sleep tonight. I'm still on target, way up there. Oh, well, that's got to be a good thing. I mean, for everybody except your enemies. See, the styles to me seems to be a really heavy thing to monkey with. I would think you'd really want to make your changes carefully and slowly, and I'm sure they went through some process of doing just that. But if there's a few core elements to this game, the way the melee styles work has got to be one of them. I mean, to a much less degree, spells depend on other spells, right? But you can have an entire weapon system that just nobody uses in that realm because the styles suck. Or there's something better. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I assume some of that stuff is, well, it should be written as classes so they can just go and adjust the class and they've adjusted everything, but maybe it's not that well written. I'm saying, you know, oh, well, I should have appropriate music here. That was a troll. But actually at this point the languages weren't all that different. Kind of funny. Come on. I think that troll is toast. Yep, scratch one troll. Oh well. Where was I thinking? Oh, I saw a YouTube channel that had, because I follow a lot of ancient languages and stuff, had a recording of one guy speaking Old English and one guy speaking Old Norse, and would they understand each other? And actually, it's not that far off in some ways. Yeah, I know. And I don't know where he ended up going. That was La Morte. Was a metric crap ton of mids. Filter check. So, I don't know. I got her to no great realm rank. Rank 5 L4. I think my Thane is higher than that now. I would have said I like Chelsea better than any other character I've had here. Thank you, whoever just hit me with whatever I got hit with. The hell was that? What was that? I'm confused.
Totally confused.
Ah, okay. Oh, so just PBAOE, boom. They didn't even notice it hit me. And now I'm this diseased thing. Well, 35 seconds and it'll be gone. More likely I'll be dead before 35 seconds has come up, but you know. There we go. There's that Valk. And who was that Valk? Same guy? It is the same guy. Damn. He must have got his opening off on me. That was awfully quick. Not the frickin' Alan Van teleporter. If I was a dev, I'd be screwing everybody up by swapping those two. But then it's Midgard that the Midgard teleporter is not on the circle, which also bugs the crap out of me. Got to be a system to these things, right? There should be. Okay. And poison merchant. I don't think I can buy that one, can I? I can, good. Oh, that's minor. There, okay. And greater infectious serum. More greater infectious serum because I have life pain there already. I'll just keep bumping that till it's over. Drag that there. Buy some more life pain to bump that up. And can't do anything about the essence of lethargy or weariness because I need to go buy those from somebody or learn how to make. 4 minutes to participate and 19 and a half until camp done. Now, I don't think I actually redid the voice, did I? Went spent. I wonder how much alchemy I need to learn how to make all my own poisons. Don't think you have to get that high up, do you? I don't think I have any alchemy, but I can go look. I have none. 1,000? Oh, okay, that would take a bit, wouldn't it? And probably be expensive. Man, I wish I could trill R's the way this thinger can. One of the few sounds I can't make at all. Why, look, it's the same Norseman again, isn't it? Or fast. I don't think we're going to do any better the second time. I'm going to ignore him. Just doing the traditional stealther thing of waving at somebody and then leaving again. Okay, now it's back to 12 subscribers. So it's probably Twitch that's having some sort of mathematical fit there. I know they seem to have one whenever they calculate how much money they owe you. They'll say like, $43, payable in 15 days, and the next day, $23, and then the next day after that, $70, and it's not payable for 3 months. It's really funny. Okay, what's actually happening out there now? I haven't been looking. They were threatening to take back all of our keeps, which it looks like they've done. Ah, no, it doesn't matter to me. Basically all that happens is if people subscribe, right, $5, I get $250 of it. Twitch takes $250 of it. They sit on my money until it gets to be $100 or more US. Then they pay it out automatically, and I get a notice. So I don't have to do anything with it, or track it in any way or anything like that. I just look at it idly when I'm looking at all the stats for sessions and stuff like that, which I do. Like, there's currently 9 of you, which is awesome. Hello, folks. Welcome to the channel. That number matters to me. 9 is cool. Higher is even cooler, because I want to get an average that rises up, because Twitch pays attention to the average number of viewers. I want to get my followers up, because people hitting follow means that Twitch says, oh, this guy's doing better, he's got more followers, even though what matters is how many people actually come back, or how many people hit the notification thing. Now, I'm actually doing pretty good. About half the people that follow me also get the notification, which is cool. And, you know, a sub-segment of that shows up. Oh, I now have a follower.
Kazuo1 is now a follower.
Well, thank you very much. I wasn't actually asking for followers, but thank you. I really appreciate that. That's cool. So there's all these metrics that I do pay attention to all the time, trying to see what I can do to improve things. The reality is there's something like 12 million people out there, I think 12 million, streaming Twitch. So most of them have no viewers. A sub-segment have 5 or 6 viewers at a time. Next segment up has 20 viewers. Average. I'm not there yet. I'm close, but not there. And then above that, it's 50. And then there's the people right at the top that have, you know, 1,800 people subscribing and 6,000 people watching them when they log in, which is just unbelievable. Then you have people like Harris Heller, who decided he didn't want to do Twitch anymore, even though he was quite successful. So he, what is casting that? Just the NPCs? Or is, nope, there is enemies about. He decided to leave Twitch, so he stopped being a Twitch affiliate. And You spotted me anyway. Your friends are gonna kill me. But I'm gonna be annoying. Goodbye. Oh, I'm not. I'm gonna die instead. Thank you. Saved me burning Vanish and dying anyway, I suppose. I'm kind of annoyed she saw me that easily, though. What was I blathering on about? Metrics. I can't help but watch all that stuff, even if there's very little that I can do about it, other than just keep streaming. Nothing. Okay. I must have forgot to put my ablative up. 20 seconds. 3 poison. Not that. 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 The one thing I could be doing that I'm not doing and probably should be doing is finding some means of making YouTube videos that promote the channel here. And I don't know that I feel like I know enough to Okay, sorry about that being blocked there, Fire is Wet. It said, you said, dang, every time I shame quit for the night, you're on Albion. I haven't been on Albion in ages. You must not have been shame quitting very much. Really. I had to dust this girl off and figure out where the styles that were missing were and what they might have been, and I think I got it wrong, and PNA pointed something out that's probably more right, and yeah. Well, I play her a lot. She's really fun. The USSR, as part of its military strategy, used to have this doctrine of artillery that they intended to apply. I don't know if they ever did, because they didn't really get any big actual wars fighting. But the idea was that if they were attacking somewhere, the place that was getting the most success would get all the artillery support, and everybody else was screwed. So if you wanted to get artillery support in the Soviet army, you'd better be pushing really hard and winning, because the winners got everything, all the support and everything else. And that's a strange metaphor to apply to an MMO, but the character that I play the most, characters I play the most, are the ones that seem to be the most effective. Kind of like your public schools, yes, true enough. The ones that get all the attention get all the money, get all the successful people because they got all the money, get more attention. Yeah, the ones that are in poor zones don't get the money or the attention, and when they produce somebody that's spectacular, it's in spite. To be honest, the public schools that I went to were atrocious. My high school was just terrible. It was in a small town on an island, and it was just atrocious. Inexcusably bad, despite some good teachers. But I have heard of schools that were really good that way. And I was a developer at a private school here, and man... Oh, well, where I grew up, the 60s never died. There was a huge population segment that identified as hippies, so if you wanted to buy weed, it was no difficult at all. Not difficult, no. Again, small town. Farming town. Farming town that had an awful lot of aircraft flights over top of the hills and the backwoods and stuff like that. Uh-huh. Well, mind you, by the end of grade 10, 10, I had a full beard down to here. So I looked much older than I was. It wasn't a great beard, but it was a pretty full beard. So I used to be able to, this was before they actually checked your ID cards and stuff like that. I used to be able to walk in a liquor store and buy booze in grade 10. So I would buy booze for the grade 12s. And, you know, occasionally for myself. 19. I know because I was at university when I was 18, and I used to go into the Student Union Building pub and get plastered all the time, like many weekends and everything else like that with all my friends. And they used to give you a free pitcher of beer on your birthday. So on my 19th birthday, I went up to the bar and I said, "Hey, I'm 19, can I get my free pitcher?" And they gave me the free pitcher, but they were cursing me endlessly because I've been drinking there for a year. It's lower in Alberta and lower again in Quebec, I think. There was a guy I heard about whose father was in the military, and wherever he was, the drinking age was a year away for this kid. He was in high school. And then the dad got posted to another province, and it was a year later. And then he got posted to another province, and it was a year later. And this poor kid was always 1 year away from being able to legally drink for like 3 years. Yeah, I think it does too. From what I hear in Europe, it's not considered a big thing, so it doesn't really get, it's not banned, right? Little kids get watered wine with meals and stuff like that, watered down, but they get a little bit of it. So they don't treat alcohol as being something forbidden that we can't have, therefore we must have. I don't know. I've never lived there. I just heard that. Wasn't a big deal to me in high school either. I mean, I went to the bar and everything, yeah, and I drank when I was at university, but it was mostly just social and partying and stuff like that. Mostly. I think I did all this. No, I did not. Did hit the healer, somehow didn't hit the recharger. Okay. Get all that. Yak too much. Don't remember if I repoisoned. Now I know I have. I had a friend in university who went to high school in Detroit, and I'm really glad I never went to high school in Detroit based on the description he gave me, which was that you could go into the school, there was police in the school, or armed guards or something like that the entire time. There was armed guards in the bathrooms, and at the end of the day you had to make sure you had all your stuff, because once you went out the door they would not let you back in again. And I don't know where in Detroit he was, but it must have been like really one of the areas that was suffering a bit. And that just sounds totally unenjoyable. Yes. Yes, he had metal detectors too, right. Yeah. This is just... it's beyond this poor Canadian. I loved the States when I went down there to visit, when I've been through. I liked all the people I met. I never met anybody who wasn't nice. I'm sure they exist, just as they exist in Canada, and I met lots of people in Canada I don't like. But I just do not get it down there. I really don't, try as I might. Love the fog. Talk about your fog of war, eh? Oh yes, military-industrial complex. You got it. Sure. Oh, you grew up in Vancouver. Okay. I went to high school on Salt Spring Island. I grew up in North Van and Richmond. Here's our Norseman again. Right. Okay. Now I can't remember the name of the schools or anything. The BD is all right. I was running around on him for a while there and thinking, you know, I'm not doing that good. I'm dying a lot. And then I looked at the stats and I was actually surviving 50% of the fights. So, yeah. If you want to come to Canada, Vancouver is going to be expensive, but neat to see, yes. If you get a chance, come out to Vancouver Island, which is a completely different thing. I live on Vancouver Island now. It's really nice. You probably want to go up into the interior if you've got a vehicle and go to Banff or somewhere like that. Probably one of the most beautiful places you'll ever see, or Lake Louise. Honestly, there is so much that's beautiful in Canada, it's ridiculous. We don't give it enough credit, Canadians. We take it for granted. But I live in Victoria. Take a look for Victoria, BC on Google and you know, take a look at that. It's a beautiful little city. I fought him and he kicked my butt. And I'm ignoring him because he's a warrior and he kicked my butt. I should give him another try again and let him, you know, go for 2 out of 2. But since he's been standing there waiting for fights, yeah, I know, this is the thing. Thank you, PNA. Yeah, I know. I think I can get taken by him. Possibly, if he's having an off moment or is, I don't know, AFK in the bathroom, then I might have an easier time. It could easily be. But his name is Orpheus, and he doesn't have anything to do with Richard or Scary or RW or RS or anything. I think that's always funny with the tasks in there. I run off and do the task because I get points for it, and that's cool, and that's a cheesy way to get ahead. And then I forget about it entirely. And then it rolls in and I'm like, say what? Oh, right. Okay, yes, sure. Anything that hits you could make you visible. Anything that does damage. Your stealth is based on your spec. Like, I'm 38 plus 15. It actually puts me over 50. Up to 50. And then when you have another person with stealth, if they're equal, they can see you further away. If they're not, then it's going to vary. If they're not a stealther, then they don't see you all that well. And if they're in your realm, they'll see you a little closer, but I can get fairly close to people in my own realm and they might not see me. And then the moment you attack somebody, even if you miss, you're out of stealth. And therefore you want to sneak around and find the perfect opportunity, ideally, to let off your best attack, because you're going to be visible after that. And then I've got an RA called Vanish here. I only have level 1, so it's not very good. But it'll let me just disappear again. Only for 3 seconds. If I went up to Vanish 5, I would get a 204% speed bonus and 6 seconds of being undetectable. Yes. Okay, we have retaken everything here. The Hibs appear to have taken everything in Hib. And Midgard is peaceful. So it looks like basically there's nothing happening. Can't type. First day with the new hand. There are 91 elves, 108 mids, and 99 hibs on right now. And there are the hibs. Well, 4 or 5 of them. Okay, definitely nothing happening, but we don't see it on the map. We have something else we have to do first. Oh yeah, Barkalus, yeah, somebody right behind me there. Buffing also uncovers you. I see you there. No, he's got my measure completely there. That is Lamort again. I wish I could slap Lamort. Mind you, I wonder how many weapons he's running too. Because I only have 6. And I missed a chance on my evade there. Did he hit me for the big one? Man, that was a lot of little attacks there. No, he did not. He didn't get anything big off on me there. That was pure grind. Oh, I do it all the time. Every single fight, pretty much. Unless, you know, it's like 6 people that are jumping, in which case, why bother? But, no, I do it all the time. Yeah. Oh, no, 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 no. Your finger arthritis can't stand them. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. You can macro an awful lot of stuff. But yeah, try an archer. Okay, but PNA, if you were on here, there'd be this steady chorus of go and roll a savage. Go and roll a Thane. Have fun as a Thane. Thanes rock. Which is a very odd thing to be saying when I'm playing a Alp Stealther. He's not in the Savage lobby. He is the Savage lobby. I don't know. But yeah, I'll tell you, Thane was super fun in the leveling event and very easy. I had a great time doing it. Because you've got the hammers and the AoE and things like that, there's so many opportunities to hit lots of people before you get ganked by somebody you never even saw. It was probably the easiest. Oof. What is it? Trade order. Status? No. No, that's not trade order then. What is it? That's just mine. Crap, why can I never account? Balance. Current gives mine, right? It probably would take a long time. Yeah. I managed to get 4 plat from Albion to mid unexpectedly. Trade order pending. So currently somebody in Midgard is trying to send almost 3 plat to Albion. Albion has nothing trying to go to Midgard. So from what I understand, if you wanted to send 2 plat, 879 gold, and 90 silver, 11 copper to Midgard from Albion, it might go through. Like right away or in a day or something like that. Oh, what did I spend on mine? It wasn't that bad. My Thane, I can't say what it cost. It wasn't as bad as people let me to believe, but I got a lot of help from people like PNA and oh, I can't remember everybody's names, but I got help from like 3 or 4 people that made a massive difference. And that's enough to skew what the total might have been. But I can say that Thane was a hell of a lot of fun and is a hell of a lot of fun. Running around with the Zerg or even running around solo. I've had fun doing it on Thane. Because you've got the ranged ability as well as being able to take a hit. Just run around with the Zerg. Just find out who's running a... Yes, I know. Stop it. That's really weird. Funny server lag. I'm not looking at it anymore. Well, they may be. Who knows? Take your cabbie out. Join the battle group. Run around with the battle group. run around to each of the task zones, get killed, doesn't matter. And you will get from 3 till 4 and 4 till 5. I mean, I'm on the 5 bandwagon now. They have disappeared. I would say they linked edited. Well, don't do the shame quit part. Yes. Or didn't know anything about it, right? Went to go use the can and the computer just dropped, or their internet connection died, or they forgot to pay their bill. Don't do the shame quit bit. I have died in the stupidest manners on every character I have. I don't care. It doesn't matter. As long as it's fun, except for the stupid death time, who cares? Hello, Fracora! I was trying to solve a thing here, and I noticed that I'm pretty sure I said thank you for subbing last time when you did there, Fracora, but if I didn't, consider yourself very well thanked. Sure. I have been on my Ranger and run pretty much right into the middle of melee in fights. I know, because, you know, PNA was doing this, like, until the queue was filled up. So, I have done everything stupid. I've done all the stupid things for you. So, you don't have to feel like you're the first person to do them. I got you covered. I'm sure. Of course. Hey, no problem. It's all good. It's an awesome game, and you don't have to be an expert at it to play it. But if you're the sort of person that does not like always succeeding, I guess target fixation. Oh, hey. Yes. In City of Heroes, they call that scrapper lock. Because people that play scrappers get focused on, I'm going to kill that damn thing, whatever comes, right? And you go running off on your own and lose track of your group and everything that's happening. And then you kill the damn thing and then you get killed. Happens a lot. I'm sure it happens here. Right. Yep. Yep. My purpose is to kill things. That is a thing I need to kill. I'm going to chase the lurricane off into the woods or whatever. And, yeah. Then the rest of your group is like, where the hell did you go? And yeah, we'll come res you. Yeah, but then you have to deal with all the people that do that, right? Excuse me. Oh, absolutely, PNA. Yes, sure. Yep. Yep. Not only is everybody in the 8-man going to go defend the healer if they notice you, but if I'm not mistaken, Midgard usually runs with 2 healers, so the other healer's going to go, oh, that bar is going down low. Boom, whack, boom, whack. And you're busy trying to do your thing, and yeah, not going to happen. Let me out! Yeah. Okay, well, I'm good at that one, too. I don't know how many fights I've gotten into and noticed that my health was dropping rather dramatically, and the other side was doing just fine. Because they had somebody healing them. Is that? No, it's a different Spirit Master. Not the one that slaughtered me earlier. Evil mids. Ah. I was a mid last week, so, you know. Yeah, sure. Man. Now I'm so tempted to do the ultimate in really stupid things to try in DAOC. There would be no point, quite literally. And that is to roll up an AUG healer and go solo. And that just ain't gonna happen. Oh. See, they're no fun when there's a big group with like 2 or 3 bone dancers in them. Back upstairs. Sure, there's nobody here. No. Now, I do have to figure out how to... Yes. Like, you know, running headlong into a brick wall hurts. Maybe after 3 or 4 applications, I'll realize that's a dumb thing to do. The most interesting thing so far is how you think you do on my BD. I don't think I do well on my BD, I admit. But they should be... The bone dancers should have good potential to survive. They shouldn't be that easy to kill. So I have to assume that that is mostly me doing it wrong. Right? Yeah? Well, I do plan to play the bone dancer more. It's fun. And I do plan to try and figure out what I need to do on the bone dancer. But I felt like I was just getting my butt kicked continuously. Just boom, dead, boom, dead, boom, dead. And I mean, some of that happened. But there was a couple of fights there that went just great. And I'm like, okay, what did I do there that worked that I wasn't doing before when I thought I was doing the same thing? Bone dancer is definitely a fun class. Bane, Infiltrator, Bone Dancer, and Champion. And when I played it, Necro, but when I tried it in RVR, not Necro. Not so much. One thing. One thing what? One thing I do right? One thing I don't do right? One thing that comes to mind? One thing to rule them all? My pets were mezzed. Yes. Okay, sure. Yep. If my pets are mezzed and I purge, which that I don't think the BD even has purge, but if I purge, oh, poor Good Burger is getting killed by a frog. Requiescat pacem. Oh no, they're charmed. Okay. They're just a low-level minstrel with a frog. If I purge, that frees me. It does not free my pets, right? Which is a bit of a pain. No, well, that's why I don't have it. I know it's... I mean, I've got it up the yin-yang here. No problem. I got Purge 5, I think. Yeah. Penning Mountains and participate in 23 minutes and 24 minutes. Right. So it's basically the same. I don't have Purge on the BD, and I have survived a couple of fights just on my own. Who knows? I've survived a couple of fights on him and felt fairly effective, even though I got mez there, because the pets were, I guess, out of the mez and able to heal me despite the damage I was taking. And I've won 1 or 2 fights that way, survived whatever initial effect, and then managed to get enough life taps off to attrit the other side, if nothing else. So I would say Bone Dancer is a fairly durable class. Certainly for a caster it is. But I haven't quite got the hang of it. Oh, look, moving artillery unit is back in the world again. Okay. So, I also think I've done reasonably well on the Thane too, but maybe I haven't had that many good fights on him. The problem with Purge for me, not as much on the Bone Dancer, but here, is that it can be absolutely crippling, and people are laying down like 12 or 15 poison attempts, right? If we didn't have the ability to swap weapons, it would probably be better. You'd have to pick your poisons and do it. It does. It does feel like I do well in the Thane. Maybe there's just something inherently I don't want to say easy, but easy or noob friendly or something about Thane. I don't know. You have ability to zot things at distance. You have ability to hit the you know, AoE. You have your PBAoE type stuff, and you can hit something and get hit, and you don't die immediately. It doesn't feel anywhere near as fragile as a lot of classes. And I mean, Chelsea here feels fairly fragile if she's being hit by a tank. You just get beat down, done, right? Mostly. Actually, I did all right against the warrior there. It lasted for a while. The first fight there was actually kind of close. Close-ish. But it's heavily going to be a matter of confidence in what you're doing too, I'm sure. Also, I guess some styles of gameplay and whatnot are going to just click with some people better than others. I'm sure there's people out there that hate melee and love casters and are brilliant as casters and terrible as melee as a result. I would presume. Also, like I've said before, my main on live was the Spirit Master. That's the guy I played the most. And I felt pretty confident on Spirit Master for the most part, even in RVR. But I actually think Bone Dancer is what I wanted to play when I was playing a Spirit Master. That's the way I would like the class to have been shaped. That was before they added Bone Dancer. And funnily enough, I did play one on live, but I don't think I got over like level 35 or something like that before I gave it up in favor of something else. God only knows what. Probably my shaman or my Og healer or my whatever. Yeah. Battle group. I do not know. I'm not part of that. I'm not part of the battle group at all. If I'm not going to follow them, I tend not to follow them, the chat too, because I don't want to accidentally give away any intel to anybody who might be watching this beyond where I am. I mean, if I'm running with them, then my chat's covered up, but I don't know if that makes any sense or not. But I'm not paying any attention to what the battle group is doing. My head is in the way of the chat. My head is deliberately in the way of the chat. One of the conditions on for streaming on Phoenix is that you cover chat up. So I originally had this really ugly gray box over top of it that blurred everything and covered it up. And then I just decided, no, I'll throw my camera in front of it. It doesn't matter if you see the combat stats. That doesn't matter if you were to zoom in. If it's even readable, I don't know. And certainly if you're on your phone, it's not readable. But the chat itself is covered up by me, basically. Yeah, but I still need to be able to read it. Otherwise, I'd just take it off entirely, right? Unfortunately, I think it's that. No. Can't remember which command it is that takes away the interface entirely. I can't play that way. Yeah, I turned off the overhead light. Just get a felt pen and on your monitor, just draw a little dot about right there. You know, don't use permanent or anything like that, but just draw a dot there and you can pretend. That dot really just means I have bad lighting arrangements in here. And from a like making a YouTube video point of view or anything like that, I have a terrible setup. I don't have anywhere near enough light. But I can see my monitor and not be blinded. So, there's that. Yeah, you know, it's not polishing. It's the complete absence of hair. I used to have a widow's peak that came to about here. Now it's back there somewhere. Oh, look. Toast. You got me, future you? Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure. Warrior. I didn't expect to win that. I wanted to see what would happen, but he got me stunned and stuck. And I'd already purged because I had 3 big effects on me, and maybe I should have waited on that. But more entertaining to have a fight and lose than it is to have no fight at all. I'll have to remember to tell him it was fun next time I'm on Midgard. Yeah, I'm sure I should have. Yeah. No, Slam bad. Slam very bad.
Slam is terrible.
At least if you're on the receiving end of it. On the giving end, no. I love slam on my Thane, even if I don't take full advantage of it. I spend a lot of time getting those voice effects there. I've only got 2. That one and...
This one? For when I really don't know what's going on?
Yeah, had lots of fun with those. I don't quite have the second one dialed in right, I don't think. Okay, that was what I was waiting on. And then the grand repoisoning. You mean the deep voice one? Yeah, sure. Of course. The only thing that's weird is, in order to separate all the audio and stuff, I have to have headphones on. Then there's all sorts of complex wiring in OBS to get everything separated and rejoined and filtered and added and ducked and everything else. So I don't listen to my own voice because there's a slight delay, and it's enough that it's really distracting. So I don't listen to my own voice talking other than, you know, me talking. It's not coming through on the headphones. But on those, because I'm playing with it, I have to hear that. So it's kind of weird to hear this voice coming out of me, and then it gets echoed on there, and it's really low, and it's got reverb on it, and it's also like half a second off or something like that. It's really disconcerting. I wouldn't want to do that all the time. Yeah, your own voice never sounds right. Right? Like I'm used to it now, and if I'm going to be honest, I've applied filters to it in my software to make it sound the way my voice should sound to me. So you just need to learn how to do the VSTs. Yeah, of course your voice sounds weird. Yeah. You don't hear it the way other people hear it. Because you're hearing it through your skull too, right? But if you know what you're doing with the I don't even know what VST stands for, but it's a way of modifying, filtering the sound and stuff like that. I've lowered my voice, I've compressed it, I've put gates on it so it won't go high enough to blow your eardrums, and I've got filters on there to cut out low-level sounds. You shouldn't hear my keyboard or the mouse bouncing around too much, or the fan behind me, or any noise away from the mic here, even though I've got a really sensitive, really good mic. It's all so manipulated that it doesn't sound too bad to me when I listen to a recording. But if I just record my voice and it's unfiltered, no, that's really wrong. So the answer is to go play with OBS and learn how to stream and then apply all the VSTs in the universe. My voice right now has 7 effects on it or something like that. And they're not distorting things, but they're compressing things and cutting out the sibilants so that if I say, I can't even say it, she sells seashells by the seashore, all the S's and SH's are, the audio is skipping a little bit in the center of those, and that's tuned by one of those VST things to just my voice. If somebody else sat down here, it would sound wrong because it would be chopping out chunks of their voice that aren't used in those sounds. You need to change it specifically. My friend Actual Kevin showed me how to set all that up. Well, then there's compression on top of that to make it sound like my voice is heavier than it is. There's a gate on top to make sure it doesn't go too high, and another one to make sure it's boosted at the bottom end, and then I've got a compressor that's got some effects happening. I'm not even sure what, but it's got a little bit of gain to make my voice louder, And then it's got ducking to duck the music out when I'm talking. So you should always be able to hear me over top of my music, even though the music's a little loud. It just goes on and on and on and on. And then when you go to add in special voices like that, I had to start all over again with some of that stuff. It is. It's really fun. It's really fun figuring all this stuff out. OBS is an amazing piece of kit. Amazing ability to manipulate everything and stick it together. Yeah, I don't support anything. I'm blasted. Anything you said. Okay.
Well, it lets me do things like this, which is fun. But I wouldn't want to do the whole broadcast like that, right? I want to save this for the right circumstances.
And then back to normal. Hopefully back to normal. I spent maybe 6 hours over 2 days getting all that stuff configured to work right, and then setting it up so that I can just toggle it on the Stream Deck. So it's fun, but it's sort of for my own entertainment too, trying to figure all this stuff out. Well, you could call it that, or pig-headedness. I decided that, well, first off, my thing is I want to constantly be adding stuff to this stream to make it better, right? Hopefully people are coming here to watch me, and that's cool. Or to listen to me natter on and on about stuff or whatever. But the best thing to do about it is to try and say, okay, what's weak? What can I improve? So, I mean, I've added the overlays at the bottom there. I've added the goals at the top there. Just recently, I added a bunch of free music from YouTube from 2 different sources. I'm supporting one of them on Patreon. I'm probably going to support the other guy on Patreon too, because people support me on Patreon. And then I added the little thing up there that is telling you how far through the song it is. It's not working right now, which is pissing me off, but that's okay. And then I added my little voices there and changed some other stuff around. And I'm constantly doing crap like that. Because I figure that's the only way to get a bigger audience down the road. I mean, the other way to get a bigger audience would be to play, say, Chelsea here or my BD or whoever and get the realm rank 10. And that'll just acquire people because you can put that in the listing for the video and they'll go, oh man, realm rank 10, cool. I'm a long ways from realm rank 10. I'm a long ways from realm rank 6. But the other way is to make videos and post them to YouTube and have them point to the channel and do all the crap, all the social media crap, which I hate. What class is that? The thing is, if you do the PvP events, you can get to realm rank 4 at least easily by the time you hit 50. And if you keep playing them, you can get as high as 5.5, I think. Which is going to take you a while, but that sets you up nicely to participate in RVR on just about every class, I think. You're too damn short, woman. I can't see which way you're facing. I'm pretty sure it's 5L5. Well, not if there's multiples. That was probably a healer anyway, and I had no chance. But, you know. Well, this is the thing. I don't have the focus either. I play a character on those events, and some of them, it's a real grind to get through. I want to finish. I want to get to level 50. I want to get all the best equipment I can so it'll be easier to template them. That's all cool. No problem. Some of them, it is a real pain to grind your way through, and I do it slowly. You know, I get to 50 over a couple of days, playing however many hours, and then I put it aside, and I go back and do a little bit more and everything else. Yes, I know. I agree with PNA. That's what I'm saying, is I should have more dedication to it, and I don't. I have yet to push one all the way to 5. The Infiltrator was fun, but not easy to level in the PvP. Just much better way to level a stealther overall, by far. The Thane was a piece of cake. The Necro was pretty good. The Champion wasn't bad. And I think I only leveled the BD for part of one, and then the event ended, because I know I had to finish just in PvE. Well, the answer is to play the thing you think is going to be the most fun. And if it was you that was saying you have finger arthritis, don't try a paladin, probably. Although you can macro a lot of that stuff legally here. Probably don't try minstrel for the same reason. No, me neither. I haven't missed one yet, and I probably won't. When did you say that was happening? 20-something or other? You know, there is this one class. Can we say it all together?
Savage.
Right? Well, I did like playing Savage. Savage was also easy. $22nd. Oh, I might miss this one. There was nothing wrong with Two-Handed Savage. It was great fun. Well, there was one thing wrong with Two-Handed Savage. It didn't do enough damage. I played the whole event as a Two-Handed Savage. Until the last level, maybe. Yeah, most people probably want it to be, okay, good. I hope it won't. If it's played during the week, I got more time, actually. If it's a weekend, I'm busy doing other stuff, right? That whole I've been married for 33 years thing, and I want to do stuff with my wife, and she's available on the weekend and not working, and yeah. And, you know, I do other things, in theory. Actually, I spend an awful lot of time doing stuff about Twitch, and I should spend more time doing other stuff, except when I'm streaming. Yeah. Oh, yeah. By the way, yes. Hello, free muffins. Thank you. Do you, in fact, have free muffins? Yeah, in order for an event to happen, 6 weeks have to pass from the last event, and then people have to donate materials to NPCs in the frontier thing there. And if everybody's donated enough to fill up the quota, then we get an event. It turns the PvP event into a sort of cash sink for the players that are the most motivated to have it happen. And that's a great design, to be honest. Too many games have tons of in-game currency being generated and insufficient cash sinks to take it back out again, which means they inevitably suffer massive inflation. So I imagine most developers are looking for ways to take it back out again. Yeah. Yeah, I have an Infiltrator, I have a Minstrel, and I have a Ranger, and I almost have a 50 Shadow Blade. So part of my brain is saying I should level up a Scout and a Nightshade and a Hunter, and then I will have one of each of the stealth classes. Why that matters, I don't know, but I've been thinking about it. Yeah, I know. I just don't know if they're any good. Got a whackload of people out there. Any of those people out there play Hunter and can speak to whether or not it's currently good or crap? I'd appreciate the feedback. Oh, and since there are so many of you out there, and I haven't seen all of you before, the obligatory, if you like what you're seeing here, please remember to hit follow. There, done with that. People get tired of hearing that. But the truth is that people also forget to hit follow when they're watching a stream. They're like, well, this is pretty cool, and then they forget about the person. Yeah, I really don't know. Probably the lowest on my list is Scout, and I'll probably try Scout and go, my God, why didn't I play this before? This is fantastic. But, I don't know. And I'm not sure about Hunter. I'm not sure about this plan to do all the stealthers. I can't think of an alb class I want to try except Reaver. Reaver would be fun. But Reaver is very positional, and I'm not that good with doing the positional style things. Now, maybe the style changes will change that, but Reaver is probably a bad idea. I don't have any support classes. Cave Shaman would be fun, but thereafter you'd end up respecing to be an Og Shaman. Oh. This is the thing. The thing is, if I have Chelsea, if I want to play an effective stealther, Infiltrator is it. I do have a cleric. You're right. He's 33. I could level him up. Yeah, I have a little ranger too. Well, actually, page 2. Here's who I have. And add Shadowblade and Thane to that. There. Okay. No. Wrong side. I have to redo that. And I just found a bug in my arrangement here too. It didn't switch properly. It still put me on the left there. What's going on here? Boom. There. I was told I had to have an eye patch and I had to roll a dwarf by the people in chat. I did not have any choice. Now, an eye patch dwarf on Scald is fine. I'm not objecting to that. I wasn't inclined to make a troll, or I don't even know if you can have a Valken Scald, but that was a good choice, no problem. I don't mind dwarves. I like kobolds. I know dwarf is a better choice for some things than kobold, and some things that you can do on kobold you can't do on a dwarf and everything. I always like kobies. But no, my dwarf is fine. The problem with my Scald is he isn't templated yet. He's probably going to be the next one I try and template, so I can run him around. But he's not templated yet. The Shadow Blade isn't 50 yet. He's 48 and a hair. I got to get him to 50. And then he'll be a long-term project to get templated, because I understand it's really expensive. Although I've been told it's really expensive for a couple of characters, and it hasn't been that bad on most of them. I probably spent the most on Chelsea and the second most on my Thane. But then I've had so much help from people out there in viewer land that it's embarrassing. So yeah, but untemplated does not rock. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, hey, it just occurred to me. As long as those gloves exist, I could throw it on my Shadow Blade and run around on him, and he'd be fully templated, wouldn't he? Hey. I should do that until I take those away so that I can go out there and take advantage of it. See how he plays. Of course he's... Oh, no, that won't work. It would cap him on everything, that's true, but his equipment is just atrocious. But I could do that. I should try it. I will be the worst Shadow Blade on the server. Pretty much guaranteed. He has almost no realm point. Yeah. Not tonight because of the thing there. And I got to get him to 50 still. Which means I need to go jump on the Bone Dancer and grind a whole pile more Troll Teeth so that he can level up to 49. And then I've got the stuff for him to turn into 49 to 50. And by that point, they'll take away the gloves. Oh, I'm sure. But you know, my point being that there's going to be very little way to go but up. You should try Infiltrator. Have you played an Infiltrator? You were saying Hib or Hib or Mid that you were going to try? Try Infiltrator. Infiltrator is amazing. And you get all the points in the universe. It's amazing for that. I mean, I am... Oh, come here and do an Infiltrator. If you've done one on live, then you know what to expect. But, I mean, just points after... It's an embarrassment of riches. Ask realm. I'll do that and check. Alan friggin' Vannon. I hate Alan Vannon. Detest me some Alan Vannon. Bloodmere will do. Bye. Here. Boom. Let me have a boat. We'll go die in Alan Vannon for the glory of Albion. I don't know what the difference is between Infiltrator on live and Infiltrator here. I've lost track of live entirely. And I never played one on live at all. I never played one before her. But it's been immense fun. The only thing I would say against it is the fact that there's often so many albs on that you are competing for a small number of targets. The Nightshade's one that I might try. I could easily try that. What I should do is some sort of hip caster or something. I do have a bard in his 40s, and I could be the server's worst bard. That would be an easy target. Low-hanging fruit. Always wonder at a fire in the middle of nowhere there. It's quite funny. You were thinking about it, same with Nightshade, but I'm trying a few classes on Al, but still can't play. I'm reading it correctly. Can't play Albion. Don't know if it's my own problem. People on Alb is weird. Yes, sure. See, the key to my success is I solo. So I don't meet most of those people in any way. I don't interact with most of them. But I will say that the people I have to talk to on Albion were nice. I did hear a little bit of broad chat sniping back and forth between people, but whatever, that happens everywhere, I'm sure. The Hibernians I met were really nice. The Albs that I met were really nice. And I've met some great mids. And I think it's just probably a matter of if you're nice to other people, they're nice back. If you're a dick, then they're a dick to you. And that probably varies from realm to realm. I don't know. Because I'm soloing all the time, I don't interact with that many other people. And I'm soloing for the very simple reason that streaming and talking while playing is really, really distracting. And I figure, I mean, I have joined groups, but I figure it's unfair to the group to have a streamer in the group. Because your attention span is completely pooped a lot of the time. And I mean, I've died tons of times during streams because I was talking too much, right? And so I don't want to be unfair to a group. Have a good night there, PNA. Thank you very much. Thanks for dropping by. And we'll see you next time. Well, thank you very much. All that effort on my part to change that thing, and you go change it back. How inconsiderate. I'd fight one of you, but not two. Yeah, so I don't know what I would want to play. I really haven't thought about it. Most of the time, what I'm trying to do is pick something that should be more entertaining for when I'm streaming it that I also want to play. So that's maybe a strange criteria for what class to pick. Well, okay, I'll tell you. I have like a level 33 cleric. Yeah, I know, but no. I have a level 33 cleric that I played in the PvP event as a smite cleric, and I had a gas. He was a load of fun. I thought it was going to fail dismally. I thought people wouldn't want you in groups or anything like that. What the hell have I got applied to me here? Mold cloud. That inconsiderate little kobold. I didn't even notice. Smite cleric was immense fun. I just didn't get him all the way up.
Lace Pipe is now a follower.
Thank you very much, Lace Pipe. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. There. I had immense fun. I thought it was going to be horrible and possibly undoable. And it's great. And I really liked Smite Cleric, but nobody's going to want them in classes. Or in groups, I mean, from what I understand. So, yeah, I could run around and be a Smite Cleric. And I could level mine up, and I probably should, just for the hell of it. I have discovered... I don't know what this means. When I play my Infiltrator, I get more people watching than any other character I have. But I have gotten, like, large audiences, relatively speaking, when I'm, like,
your
leveling
buffs
up
are
little...
falling now.
Oh, thank you very much. Leveling up like a Spirit Master in Veteran Swamp. And I'm not very high level. And I still get tons of people. Which is, I mean, that's heartening. It means that people are coming to watch me, I guess. Either that or they're terribly bored. But, I really probably can play almost anything and have people come and watch me, which is kind of cool. Norseman, who are you? Aldvarg. You're going to be a Thane, aren't you? Stand still, laddie. Oh, somebody else got there before me. Akaleo. Yep. Yeah, I played Spirit Master on live. My Spirit Master here is not very high level. 30-something. 40-something? 30-something, maybe. Maybe, not even that high, I don't remember. But that was my main, for sure, on live. You know, I did that. I'll get credit for that. I don't care about that. So, why don't we go... Let's go, take us to Midgard. Hie thee to Midgard. At stealth speed. Of course, that gives me plenty of time to talk. Yeah. Yeah, Spirit Master, I'm not... Oh. That was Akaleo saying he kind of jacked my attack there and I could have the next one, but I don't care, it's fine. This is not the song that says it's playing there. I don't know what it is. Danheim, but I don't know anything other than that. My update isn't updating. Supposed to change and show you the song title up there. So I have to conclude that some people watch streams because they want to try a class and they want to see what gameplay is like, and I haven't played that one. That's cool. I don't feel confident enough to do like a tutorial on any particular class. Rats. Or I'd be making YouTube videos on it. But I'm perfectly happy to do, you know, gameplay demos of me going out and showing you how not to play a particular class. This is a bad choice. I never do well against Veil Walkers. But it saves me running back too. So there you go. Tsukiyomi. Okay. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna play. No idea. And if it's starting tomorrow, I probably won't be in it, unless it lasts all week. Which it might, I admit. Well, I really burned through the money there. See what our stats are. They're not going to be super impressive. Hasn't been that busy, and I've been chatting more than anything else. Really? Druid running around with a little tree? I don't know. The Animist is another class that I could try too, because then I'd have a farmer. Yeah, well, okay, let me close a bunch of windows here. Don't need to close them, but they should be opening. I soloed an AUG healer on live. I think I only got him to like realm rank 3 or 4 maybe. But I soloed to 50, mostly in Darkness Falls, and that was great fun. Not that effective. But I know more about templating now than I did then, because that was a long time ago. That was 15 years ago. So it might be more effective now. I really don't know. You don't have an AUG here, do you? Well, at least from what I understand, in mid now, they want to have both healers, right? So there's that. Nobody ever does a mend focus, do they? It's augment or mend pack or tri-spec. Now, I have to look at it from the point of view of like when I do now /U, there are a total of 292 people on the server, and 167 of them on the frontier, and I'm probably going to be solo. So if I'm going to be solo, what's the class? Is it going to be able to survive solo? Because I'm going to be streaming it, and if I join a group, then odds are I'm going to die and possibly get the group killed through my own inattention or something stupid like that, and that would be embarrassing. So Bone Dancer, yes, Bone Dancer is kick-ass for that. And I'm going to learn how to Bone Dancer well. I have one. He's templated. And boy, if you want a cheap class to template, Bone Dancer. Really cheap. Didn't cost me hardly anything. I should sit up more so you're not just looking at me peering over my my overlay. I think I templated my Bone Dancer for more plat. I figured out enough. I can read dyslexic. I had a thing I was going to say. Don't know what it is. No idea. Oh, well, aren't you in perfect circumstances there then? On all three realms? In other words, you have no life and great willpower? Just mid, okay. I have met people that were like, I have all the crafting all the time. You know. Oh, man. Okay. On Alb's side, I have almost enough to salvage. I need to get the tailoring or cloth working up more or something like that. There's some armor I can't salvage at the very high end. And it's on the cloth side. So it's somewhere in there. I got to work on that. That just about drove me insane getting there. And that's nothing, right? The highest one there is metalworking at 1242. Whoa. Hello, Shiloh42. How you doing? How you doing today? Now, why does Shiloh42 have a little train symbol beside his name? Everybody else has a star and a square. You got a little train. Current hype train conductor. Oh, well, I didn't know that was a thing. That's cool. Shiloh, unfortunately, is over there in Europe places. Germany, I think. So the only time I see Shiloh is when I've been on for 3 or 4 hours already and probably going to log off sometime soon. So if I was East Coast North America, it'd be a little bit more Shiloh friendly. There's a bunch of people that I have that watch me that are in Europe that, you know, I'll be dragging my butt and thinking, oh man, I got to go to sleep sometime soon. And they're like, yeah, I'm so tired. I just woke up. I'm having breakfast and watching you while I eat breakfast before I go to work. Which is cool. I mean, that's really cool that somebody would choose to wake up and turn on Twitch and come watch me. But it's unfortunate because I meet these nice people and then I don't get enough time to talk to them unless I do like a stupidly long broadcast. And I tried one of those and I'm not like I was when I was 18. I could stay up for 24 hours when I was 18. No problem. Really? Yeah. See, I should possibly consider that. But first thing in the morning, I don't want to hear too many human voices. I don't even want to hear my cat. I just want to sit there with coffee like this. I tend to read Reddit first thing in the morning, which is a massive waste of time, mostly. Yeah. Came across a cup that, a mug that I might, I don't have a reason to order it because I'm not working with a big group of people, but I just thought it was really funny. All it says on it is something like, "Good morning, I see the assassins have failed again," or something like that. I thought that was really funny. What time is it where you are, Fricora? Excuse the endless yawning. Oh no. Ego te absolvo nomini Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't miss meetings of any sort. Ever. And probably never will. I seem to have ground to a halt here, and I think I'm going to stop this stream for tonight. Even though, again, Shiloh just showed up and I'm about to leave. Because I didn't sleep very well last night, and I had a whole pile of stuff to do all day today, and it just kind of tired me out. So, I will be back again on, what is it today? It is Sunday. On Tuesday. And, yeah. And good night to everybody, and thank you very much for dropping by. I really appreciate it. I will see you next time around, and I'm sorry that I'm ending right now if you just arrived, but I'm gonna get less and less sensible over time if I don't stop soon. So have a good night, folks. We'll see you next time.